Here's a crucial mistake that I see many sellers make when they're prepping their home for sale. It's costing them potentially offers that could be coming into their property, and which can lead to thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars in potential profit when they sell their home. Hey guys, I'm Enrique, team leader with PRG Real Estate, and I want to go over this crucial mistake that I've been noticing. Now, our team services the Silicon Valley. We work with many buyers and sellers, so we're on both sides of the table a lot of times. And I'm gonna tell you a quick story, and you'll see how this kind of ties in. I have a buyer that we're working with. We showed a home to this buyer. The buyer was interested in the home. And of course, the next steps, if they want to move forward, is to do a home buyer consultation and an offer consultation where we go through the buying process and then we go through the process of writing an offer. We look at the comparable sales on this home. We look at the inspection reports, and then we determine, if the buyer wants to move forward and what an appropriate offer would be. Here's where the mistake came in on the seller's part. Is we were at the table with this buyer, we get the inspection reports and we start going through them. And there's a bunch of items on the inspection report, on the termite report, that were just, there's termite, there's dry rot, there's all these different items, and there was a hefty bill estimate that it would cost to fix these things. We looked at the property inspection, and there's all these different things that are going on with the property. But when we actually showed the property looked really nice. It looked like it had been recently renovated, cleaned up, new paint. You can tell that the seller did put some effort. The crucial mistake that the seller made is that they did the inspection reports before they did the renovations and did the repairs to the property. Now my buyer is looking at the property. It looks one way in person, but then the inspection reports tell a whole different story. And after talking to the listing agent said, oh, a lot of those items, those are already fixed. Those were already taken care of when we fixed up the property. And so the mistake that they made was they should have either sent the inspector back out there to go ahead and check off, the items that were done, or they should have just did a whole new inspection report that would not have all these items on it. And that's the mistake that they made, because now my buyer is seeing these reports. It starts raising all kinds of red flags. Well, what did they fix? What did they cover up? Is there going to be more problems with the property down the line? Did they just cover up some things through the renovation and put paint over it? And so that's the mistake that the buyer made, and the seller made, and ultimately my buyer did not want to move forward on that property anymore. And so my advice to anybody who's selling their home, if you're going to prepare your home for sale, you're doing a good job there by preparing your home for sale, because we believe that all homes should be prepared in some shape or form, whether it's to preserve the current condition or to upgrade it so that you can show the property in its maximum potential and its best condition. But if you're going to do that, you want to be strategic on when you do your inspection reports. We always recommend either doing the inspection reports after all the repairs have been done, or if you're going to do them before, so that we can know what items need to be taken care of, we'll send the inspector back out there and we'll pay them a re-inspection fee, which usually only costs a couple $100. And they can usually at that point generate a whole brand new report, or give us a supplemental report that says, hey, all of these items have been remedied. I'd rather not have that on the table at all. So I'd rather just do a whole brand new inspection, maybe pay the extra $600 or $800 or whatever it costs, so that I could completely take that off the table. And see, when you do that, that's gonna ultimately open this property up to more buyers. My buyer that we worked with would have wanted to move forward, which means more offers are coming in. And when you have more offers coming in, that creates the bidding war, that creates the competition, which ultimately drives the price up for a seller. So when you cut corners, or when you don't think about this stuff strategically, and you kind of raise red flags, you're pushing a lot of buyers away and scaring them off, which means less offers for you, less competition, and not as high of a sales price or return on investment for your property. So that's the mistake, guys. Is don't make that mistake if you're thinking of selling your home. Do a great job preparing your home. Make sure you're strategic about how you do the inspection report so that it can ultimately work out in your favor. I hope this information is helpful. If you need any help with your specific situation, a market evaluation on your property, or a strategic consultation on what to do, that's the other question we get asked a lot, is what repairs should I do? Does it make sense to paint? Does it make sense to stage? Should I clean up the bathrooms or the kitchen or do any sort of renovations? It all depends on your goals, and that's something where we can sit down with you and provide a customized approach with different options to sell your home, and go over all the different options you have and see which one makes the most sense. So reach out to us. We can set a consultation and try to take care of you and point you in the right direction. We'll talk to you soon, guys. Thank you.